in a small, peaceful village in Senegal, near the banks of the great Senegal River, where the sun rises like a golden blessing every morning, there lived a young man named Amadou and his beautiful wife, Aissatou. They were not rich. They owned no cars, no big houses, no gold, but they owned something far more precious: love. Amadou and Aissatou were farmers. Every morning before sunrise, while the village was still asleep, they walked together to their fields, side by side, shoulder to shoulder. Their land was simple, peanut fields stretching under the hot African sky. In the distance stood a proud old Baobab tree, watching over them like a guardian. That tree had been there for generations. It had seen droughts, it had seen celebrations, it had seen life and death, but it had never seen love like theirs. Amadou would work the soil while Aissatou planted seeds carefully with her soft hands. Sometimes he would stop working just to look at her, and she would laugh and say, "If you keep looking at me like that, the peanuts will refuse to grow." And he would reply, "Let them refuse, as long as you never refuse to smile." They laughed often. They prayed together. They ate from the same bowl. They dreamed under the same sky. At night, they would sit under the baobab tree and talk about their future. One evening, as the moon shone brightly over the village, Aissatou rested her head on Amadou's shoulder. She asked softly, "Amadou, do you think love can last forever?" He took her hand. "Even after we are gone." She looked at him seriously. "Promise me something. Anything. Let us never live without each other. If death comes, let it take us on the same day." Amadou felt a chill in his heart, but he smiled gently. "Then we will leave this world together." Under the baobab tree, they made a promise to live together, to grow old together, and to die on the same day. Years passed, seasons changed, the fields grew and dried and grew again. They faced drought one year, the sun burned their crops. They faced heavy rains another year, floods destroyed their harvest. But never, not once did they blame each other. When there was little food, Amadou would secretly give his portion to Aissatou. When he grew tired, she would massage his hands at night. Their love was not loud. It was steady. It was patient. It was real. One day, Allah blessed them with a child, a baby boy. They named him Ibrahima. Their joy doubled. Their work doubled too, but so did their love. They taught their son how to farm, how to pray, how to respect elders, and most importantly, how to love with loyalty. Years turned into decades. Amadou's hair became white like cotton. Aissatou's hands grew wrinkled like dried leaves. Their son grew up and built his own house nearby. But every evening, Amadou and Aissatou still walked slowly to the baobab tree, still held hands, still sat together, still talked about the day they made their promise. One morning, something felt different. Amadou woke up weaker than usual. Aissatou noticed immediately. She held his face gently. "Is it today?" she whispered. He looked at her, and somehow they both understood. They walked slowly one last time to their field. They sat under the baobab tree. Their son watched from afar, worried. Amadou leaned against the tree. Aissatou rested her head on his chest, their hands intertwined like roots beneath the soil. He whispered, "We kept our promise." She smiled. "Yes, we did." as the sun began to set over the Senegalese sky, their breathing became softer, slower, until there was only silence. The villagers found them there, peaceful, still holding hands, gone on the same day, just as they had promised. The Baobab tree stood tall above them, witness to a love so pure that even death respected it. Today, in that village, people still tell their story. They say, true love is not about wealth, not about beauty, not about words. It is about loyalty, patience, sacrifice, and keeping your promise, even until your final breath. If you believe in love like this, leave a heart in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more beautiful stories from Africa and around the world. Until next time, may your love be strong and your promises unbreakable.